You're in banter mode now. Light-hearted, self-deprecation, observational humor, and a ChatGPT co-pilot navigating the ridiculousness of everyday gaming. Today, we begin our descent into oblivion as Banterbite, the Argonian archer with a taste for necromancy, nightshade, and soon, necks. Locked in a dungeon for crimes definitely committed by someone else, probably a Khajiit, Banterbite will shoot rats, raise corpses, and stir suspicious potions until Tamriel begs him to stop helping. Armed with a bow, a bag of questionable herbs, and a backup zombie or two, Banterbite's making his way toward vampirism, vengeance, and possibly a better wardrobe. Tune in as we skulk through secret passages, shoot goblins in the knees, and fend off more assassins than a Dark Brotherhood group photo. Let's get sneaky, let's get spooky, let's get unreasonably excited about bone piles. Welcome to Banterbite's Rise. I maxed out ear size, now I pick up AM radio in Cyrodiil. Slider says jaw depth, but all I see is bite radius. The ear fins are aerodynamic. I gain +5 speed when gossiping. Messed with the eye spacing, now I see in full panorama. I made my Argonian so pointy, I got a paper cut scrolling the sliders. You know you've gone too far when the preview screen winces back. My snout's so long, I need a rear view mirror just to sneeze. Made myself green to blend in with envy and ferns. I adjusted the cheekbone slider and unlocked the lizard grimace emote. This isn't a face, it's a character arc in lizard form. I dragged the brow ridge slider so far, I now have emotional shading. The nose width slider doesn't do much, but it made me feel involved. Ah yes, the classic start, prison. Nothing says hero's journey like iron bars and no backstory. I don't remember committing a crime, but judging by my hairstyle, it was probably a fashion felony. I've woken up in worse places, usually after karaoke night. No sword, no spell, no pants. Just another Tuesday in Tamriel. Hey guard, any chance of room service? Just a spoon and a file, maybe a cinnamon roll? Is this Elder Scrolls or Locked Up Medieval Edition? Either that's salvation or an express route to the septic system. This secret passage smells like regret and moldy destiny. These collapsing stones are really adding urgency to my tutorial. You know, I always dreamed of meeting royalty, but not as part of their sewer tour. Pardon me, your highness, but do all your secret exits go through the rat Airbnb? Every lock is a puzzle that says, are you patient or are you quick saving? I broke 3 picks and my spirit, but hey, 2 gold and a spoon. I don't pick locks, I politely convince them to stop being difficult. At this point, I should just summon a skeleton locksmith. Arrow count decreasing, rat population also decreasing. equilibrium. I have a rat problem. Specifically, they exist. Somewhere, a druid is crying. Rats today, Daedra tomorrow. It's a slippery slope. I name this one Practice Pincushion number 17. Nothing says chosen one like rat hunting with a bow. These rats are the real dungeon bosses, tiny, squeaky, and full of attitude. Welcome to Rat Souls. Prepare to die squeakily. First quest, save the realm. Current quest, end vermin. I just shot a rat so hard, it became cheese. These rats should unionize before I get a multi-shot spell. 1 arrow per rat. Efficiency or overkill? Yes. At this point, I'm basically the pied pinner. I'm not over-leveled. These rats are just under-prepared. This is what Skyrim training montages leave out. I feel like I should be paid per rat. Where's my bounty board? I missed one. I shall now bring dishonor to my archery tutor. He dodged. This one's got promotions in his future. That goblin had loot. I've officially been mugged by a cave gremlin. This one's got pants. Big day for goblin kind. 1 arrow to the knee, and it's an Elder Scrolls classic. I should start a goblin trophy room. Goblin ears, goblin shame. This one came at me like it owed me rent. I just hit a goblin so hard, he forgot which side he was on. How do goblins smell? Worse now. These goblins are the tutorial's way of asking, are you awake yet? I'm just trying to get to the next cutscene, but goblins got other plans. The goblins are respawning faster than my patience. Arrow to the heart. Now he's a love-struck goblin. Ah, goblins, the rats of middle management. These goblins are surprisingly organized. Did they unionize? Headshot. Now that goblin's eligible for the afterlife tutorial. Goblin down. If only there were Goblin Talk subtitles. This dungeon's got more goblins than logic. And that's where we'll leave things off for today. Banterbite, the Shadow Caller, has officially slithered his way out of the sewers and into the moonlit mess that is Tamriel. We've loosed arrows, raised the dead, and slipped through shadows like a scaly, sarcastic whisper in the dark. The class is working beautifully. Alchemy, illusion, conjuration, sneak. It's not just a build, it's a vibe. Unfortunately, Uriel Septim didn't survive the journey. I tried to save him, I crouched, I shot, I wanted to summon skeletons with the emotional range of a rock, but alas, Destiny had other plans. Next stop, vampirism, because nothing says hero like a cold-blooded, warm-blood-drinking Argonian with a bow and a bone collection. See you next time, where we stop being subtle and start being supernatural. Shadowcaller out.